Hey guys, we are back for another video. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure y'all is subscribed to the channel. And if you guys are not following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitch, and Kick, make sure you guys are doing that right now. So go ahead and make sure you guys are following me. And also for YouTube, make sure you guys enable your bell notifications so you don't miss out on a video. Now, y'all, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's some craziness brewing, and it seems like K Michelle and Rasheeda, they back dragging each other again. But it gets a little crazy because sources are saying that Rasheeda's stepdaughter, which is Kirk Frost's daughter, may have gotten herself in some trouble. Now, if y'all don't know, her boyfriend was pow pow. Okay. This is, YouTube. So y'all know what pow pow, pew pew. And he was unalive. And the streets is saying some real crazy information, but I'm being told that Rasheeda and the kids, Kurt and Rasheeda kids, they're in hiding. Y'all, let's get into what they're saying actually happened.
Please, please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Okay, guys. So if y'all don't remember, let me just kind of bring you up to speed. If you watch Love and Hip Hop way back in the days, Rasheeda and K Michelle had this little thing that has happened between the two of them. And I'm going to get into what I think it actually started from. K Michelle was dating a guy by the name of Memphis. Memphis was at the time married to Toya, who is Rasheeda's friend. Now, K Michelle had some instances with Toya's ex-husband, and K Michelle said the man was violent. Well, it looks like Rasheeda kind of got herself pulled in that situation from what I see or what I saw from watching the show. And it seemed like Rasheeda ended up taking on Toya's problem because it really never had anything to do with Rasheeda. But what ended up happening is I believe K Michelle was befriending Rasheeda, but Rasheeda, it seemed like Rasheeda threw her under the bus, and Rasheeda, from what I saw, kind of made it her problem instead of just staying out of it. Now, if y'all don't remember, because I know all of y'all are not day ones, I'm going to show y'all a quick little snippet of a falling out that they had. Let's get into it.
Cross your mind a few times here and there,
No,
be it
bitch.
Twitter. Yes, bitch.
No, you and your little Instagram essays.
Instagram essays.
Who takes out time to type a full
The same
essay?
person who
Oh,
gets on their
Instagram.
interviews and want to talk about what
I
they
kinda
should
like
have, could have,
you.
would have did. That's
You
what you
should have just
fooled
went
the
to jail
world
because
to
you were a
think.
trespasser. Obviously, you were living.
So again, they really didn't have a problem with each other. And K Michelle does say this. This is just my take, is that K Michelle they were on the show together. K Michelle was just sharing what normal people share on the show. And it seems like instead of Rasheeda just listening, Rasheeda pretty much called a woman a liar, which you really can't call her a liar when you wasn't there. And I get it, Toya is Rasheeda's friend, but at some point, we really got to mind our own business. We don't really know what is in these people relationships. Well, ultimately, people saying that K Michelle was telling the truth the whole time. So I believe this is where their beef stems from.
But let
Oh my gosh. That's why I don't like TikTok. It just does its own thing. So I believe that is where their ultimate beef stems from, is because, K Michelle originally was trying to befriend Rasheeda. And it didn't seem like Rasheeda was really trying to listen to her. And y'all know, we don't know if somebody's in a relationship and they say that, they were being beat up. I mean, we wasn't there. I get it. we got our best friends. We actually want to, take our best friend's side, but sometimes it's just best to just sit there and don't say nothing because we don't really know what this person did. And ultimately, Toya and this man ended up getting a divorce. So let's kind of pick it up where we left off.
Welcome back. It is your
hate TikTok. Seriously, y'all see how it just be jumping to different shit? Like, come on. Okay, let me try it again. It's just doing its own thing, y'all. All right, let me try it again. But like I said, I was just showing y'all that, snippet there because I know some people probably don't remember.
Under my bed when I was going through my relationship.
You find me,
know
bitch,
so much
because all you do is talk about.
And if you guys can hear, K. Michelle is like, listen, when I was going through my relationship, I guess you were under my bed, because Rasheeda pretty much made it seem like K. Michelle was lying. I think that was pretty wrong.
Rasheeda, just be worried about when your ass gonna hit the floor, that fake when that mother drop and your ass in the hospital somewhere, okay?
Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to give y'all a snippet. This thing is jumping all over. I cannot. TikTok is irritating. So let's get into what is going on right now, y'all. Let's kind of get into what is going on. Let's get on to what's going on. Okay, so K. Michelle did she's on tour. She is a singer. And baby, I know y'all remember that song that she made with Rasheeda. And if y'all don't, let's kind of get into it, a little of it. Rasheeda got back. So if y'all don't remember this song where she went into Rasheeda Got Bags, I mean, let's just hear it. Rasheeda got bags. She got bugs. Took a mirror out all over the world. And y'all pretty much know the song. Rasheeda got bags. Her career is over. Her husband is a girl. Yada, yada, yada. So it goes a little something like that. Okay. So, of course, Rasheeda clapped back. Basically, this is what Rasheeda shared. And listen, Rasheeda, she all right, but ain't nobody listening to Rasheeda's songs. I wouldn't give a damn what she showed. So this was really funny to me because Rasheeda is cool, but girl, ain't nobody listening to your songs. Now, she ended up, where is it at, y'all? Just give me a second. I think I got a few little give me a second. So Rasheeda showed some stats on her music. And again, Rasheeda, I don't know who the hell is listening to your music, but I do know that they ain't listening to it like that. So Rasheeda goes online and she's showing her stats to her music, basically to let the world know, I guess people are listening to, people listen to her music. And I wouldn't say that people ain't listening to her music, but the fact of the matter is they're not listening to Rasheeda's music like that. I wouldn't give a damn what she said. People, they're not listening to Rasheeda's music like that. Okay. It is what it is. Nobody is listening to Rasheeda's music. And that's just that on that. Okay. Well, what ended up also happening is that, K. Michelle basically went online again. And this is the part that I want to get into because you remember when I told y'all, I said, listen, I believe the entire situation with Rasheeda and K. Michelle was not really it was a real situation, but it was a situation in which I felt like K. Michelle was sharing what had happened to her. And it just seemed like Rasheeda was really calling her a liar and really saying, you know, really terrible stuff about this woman just because Toya was her friend. And I believe that is why they are not cool, because you cannot, if somebody telling you that somebody beat them and you don't believe them because that is your friend's husband, you don't know what happened in that woman's relationship. So I think that is why K Michelle doesn't like her. So let's get into it. K Michelle says, you really sat there and let that man embarrass you again, talking about a Spotify listener for a TikTok challenge song. So I didn't even show y'all. Rasheeda is showing us that she has these millions of listeners. But here's the deal. If y'all familiar with TikTok, you know you can pick a song, right? So what K Michelle is saying, girl, ain't nobody listen to your stuff like that. You're using TikTok challenge songs as a way to say that's why your listeners are so high. And y'all know TikTok, just because somebody using your song in the video, don't mean that they buying or listening to your music. So this is what K Michelle is saying. K Michelle is saying, crazy, I'm for #1 Billboard albums, 2 platinum records, 5 gold records, and just got off stage as I have been for years. You want me to keep going? This music discussion ended before it started, just like your comical rap whisper. She didn't even call it a career. She said a whisper. Everyone knows that you're not a talented lady. Don't deflect. This is about mocking a woman's abuse for years and being the ringleader of the bashing me circus. Now, let's kind of get into something else. As I stated, I believe that K Michelle's issue with Rasheeda was simply that she felt as though Rasheeda was making her situation as if it was a joke. And if somebody's telling you that somebody has been beaten on them, why is that a joke? Or why do you feel like it didn't happen because you feel like you have a good relationship with these people? What happened to her has nothing to do with his then relationship with Toya. So this is what K Michelle is saying, which is really echoing what I have already said. But also, K Michelle has also stated that, because at one point in time, I don't think she lives in Atlanta now, but she did live in Atlanta. She said that, and I want to say allegedly because I don't remember, but I believe what she said was that Rasheeda would go about the city and or maybe people she know and bad talk her, like let's say with hairstylists, different things like that. So this was really serious for K Michelle. And I mean, think about it. If you were in a relationship where somebody was beating on you and you're trying to tell somebody, especially a woman, and they make it into like, girl, that didn't happen, you a liar. So I can kind of understand where she was coming from with this, because I felt like Rasheeda didn't need to take K Michelle's side because she wasn't there anyway, but she didn't make it a comfortable space for her to express what she had went through. um, K Michelle says, you're most known for the longest running fool on TV. You got the karma you deserve. Now I'm going to sleep. I have another show tomorrow. So that is pretty much the beef part between K Michelle and Rasheeda. I mean, it's been going on for years. But this part, y'all, this is kind of like an interesting twist to this. So let's kind of get into it. I didn't even know actually who what is his name? Kurt's daughter's boyfriend was, not until today. Now he has been deleted, powed, and let's just kind of take it one at a time. So this is him, rapper T Hood. Now they are saying that this man was deleted at a Gwinnett home, which is crazy. I actually live in Gwinnett. So let's kind of get into it. And it's been a lot of stuff online, y'all. So let's kind of get into it. But what they're saying is Rasheeda's stepkids had something to do with it. Now, this is from the Gwinnett County Police. They are saying that they are investigating somebody being pow-powed at a resident that resulted in this person being deleted. One man. Now, this happened at approximately 7 p.m. Officers assigned to the South Precinct were dispatched to a residence in the 3900 block of Lee Road in unincorporated Snellville. The caller reported that a dispute took place at the residence and someone was pow-powed. When officers arrived at the incident location, they located the man who was pow-powed and rendered aid. Gwinnett County Fire Rescue transported the man to a local area hospital where he passed away from the injuries he sustained. One person was detained at the Pow Pow event at the location, and they're in the process of being interviewed by detectives. This case is being investigated as a homicide. The motive for the pow-powing unaliving is still under investigation. The identity of the victim will be released following the next of kin notification. Obviously, they got to let the relatives know. But here's the deal. This is, what is her name? Kelsey's boyfriend, okay? It's all over the internet, and they're saying that this is Kelsey's boyfriend, okay? Now, it gets a little bit more crazy and more interesting, y'all. Let me kind of bring y'all up to speed a little bit on what has transpired. Now, Kelsey now has released a statement saying that, let's just get into what she's saying. This is her statement. First off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty of parties. I can't sit back and let this narrative being created. Okay, so let me stop. They're saying that Kelsey and her brothers had something to do with it. So Kelsey is saying she's been advised not to speak up. The only time somebody is advised not to speak up is when they're a suspect. So y'all get what I'm saying here. So she's saying that she's been advised not to say anything, but she doesn't want to sit back while this narrative is being created. She said, the love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle every single night is no longer here. So as I want to ask for respect and privacy, I won't, because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone this shit in any way, shape, or form or fashion. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. My brain is all over the place. This is a total nightmare, but I'm gonna get this off. I don't even have time to grieve or say my respects in the right manner because I'm defending myself, being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking, but I would love to give insight and let the people who love him in to get an understanding. I don't have the right words, but I want to keep typing while also respecting his family and his loved ones. Well, let's kind of get into what some of the stuff that's been released online, because let's just get into what the people are saying, honey, because they're saying that Kurt's son allegedly had something to do with this, y'all. This is just crazy, okay? So let's get into it. Now, these were some messages that popped up online, and it says, they're sending this message to Chelsea. It says, this is all your fault, you lying AB. You unalive my brother. Now, this is a text message that I don't know what they whited out, y'all. So I don't know what that says. That blank Tevin dead. Damn, how Keith said Kirk Frost's daughter had her brothers come unalive him. Damn, why? I guess they be, I don't know what that means. I guess they be blank around and got into it. I don't know what is covered up. I guess they be, I don't know. Wow, that's effed up. Now they have to go to jail. Now let's get into this.
Don't pull me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't pull me like that. My ankle fucked up. I can't even walk. We're trying to get information.
Okay, so let's go back to that. Wait a minute, y'all. I kind of want to go back to that. Wait a minute. Let's.
Don't pull me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't pull me like that. My ankle fucked up.
Okay, now let's get into it. It says, this is the other brother, the one who said his ankle hurts. If y'all can hear him saying, don't pull me like that, my ankle hurt. They said he powwowed him also. And he left the scene before the police came. He also stated that his sister called him to the property for help. The sister will be Chelsea. Yeah, this is weird.
I can't even walk. We're trying to get information.
It says this is the daughter. They're saying that Kirk's daughter allegedly set this up. Frosted KAE, that's her handle, set my brother up. She had her brother pow him and say she didn't know he pow my brother 5 times in the back and stomach, chest. They cleaned it up and hid the brother so the police wouldn't find the weapon or him. Her 2 brothers, one left the scene, but the one that lives on the property is hiding. Y'all see that? What is really going on? Let's go back, because I want to hear that argument again. Wait, let me see if it'll let me go back.
Don't pull me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't pull me like that. My ankle fucked up. I can't even walk.
He sounds just like Kurt. Like his voice even sounds like his daddy. So that's crazy. This is all everywhere. But I also found another article, y'all, and we want to get into it. It says Kurt and Rasheeda Frost kids are in hiding. Now, they saying this is allegedly. So let's kind of get into that as well. So we don't really know what happened, but they're saying that, well, we do know that, her boyfriend died, but they're saying that she had something to do with it. Why would they be saying this if this isn't true? It says Kurt and Rasheeda Frost kids are in hiding allegedly. Some serious allegations are circulating on social media regarding Kurt and Rasheeda Frost's daughter and sons. Now, this would be his children, but it will be Rasheeda's stepchildren. I don't think Rasheeda's son, because Rasheeda does have 2 sons, I don't think their names were mentioned. So it will be her stepkids. According to a woman who identifies herself as the sister of the Atlanta rapper T Hood, her brother is deceased, having been powwowed multiple times at the hands of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Stars adult children. Now, keep in mind, y'all, this is his sister saying this. T Hood was reportedly dating Kurt's daughter, Kelsey. She goes by K. Frost, and people familiar with the situation are saying she called her brothers, Kai and Kurt, Rasheeda's sons, and another son, and the altercation ended in T Hood's unaliving, is what they're saying, y'all. This is what is being said. Now, I'm trying to blow this up. It says, so y'all heard of, oh, this is just some online stuff here. So we'll probably discuss it more tonight, see if I can get more information. But as it stands now, I guess they will be conducting an investigation. They're saying that the stepkids, Rasheeda's stepkids and Kurt's sons, they saying they in hiding. Is that on the run? The police looking for them? This is a crazy end to the weekend. This is crazy. Wait a minute. It's just Saturday. The weekend just started. Whew. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
still too hot. Late Keisha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.